Hi guys, today we'll take a look at a few villages on the east coast of Demerara like Strasy, Bladenhal, Vigilance, Buxton, Lusignan, Annandale. We also take an aerial view of the entire area. So let's go. So it's a normal Saturday morning here, 10 a.m. on the east coast of Demerara, and we are now entering the village of Strasy. As you can see, this one lane that we are on is very busy. The lane heading towards Georgetown, the capital city of Guyana. So we are entering Strasy Village, and this lane is moving very slowly. Let's take an aerial view of what's going on. So as you can see, the lane going towards Georgetown is very slow and it's congested with traffic. So we are now in the village of Strasy. A lot of businesses going on in this village here. The village after this one will be Bladenhal. So we'll be leaving Strasy Village now to go into Bladenhal, and this is an aerial view of what the traffic looks like on a Saturday morning in Guyana on the east coast of Demerara. One lane going towards Berbice is not so busy, but the lane going towards Georgetown is very busy. So we are entering Bladenhal now. Bladenhal Village on the east coast of Demerara, on the coast in Guyana. We are now leaving Bladenhal, entering into the village of Vigilance Village on the east coast of Demerara in Guyana, South America. From this aerial view, you can see it's a very busy Saturday morning on the east coast of Demerara. Normally during the weekdays, it is much more busy than this. The traffic hardly moves between the time of 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's completely congested and traffic barely moves during that time. You can be stuck in traffic here for 1, 2, 3 hours. The government is in progress right now building another 2-lane highway on the other side of the east coast, connecting the railway embankment. The back road will become a 4-lane road now, connecting to Georgetown. This is an aerial view of Annandale and Lusignan, two very large villages on the east coast of Demerara, and the iconic Guyana water tank there. We still have a few horse carts doing transportation work in Guyana. Back in the days, in the 60s and the 70s and even 80s, this was the main means of transportation, transporting goods from one place to the another. Here we can see a horse cart transporting bags of cement. Let's just track him, see where he's going. And this is in the Bladenhal Village. So this horse cart owner is doing a business of transporting goods and providing a service to the community at a cheaper rate than a normal canter would charge. So he would charge half the price, because as you can see, this is better than the EV. This is natural, no pollution, good for the environment. So there's the entire village at the back here at Buxton and Vigilance. We are now entering the village of Friendship on the east coast of Demerara. There are a lot of villages in Guyana named Friendship. This is Friendship on the east coast of Demerara. And now we are about to enter the famous village of Buxton. Now we are entering the village of Buxton on the east coast of Demerara, Guyana, South America. We are now entering the village of Annandale on the east coast of Demerara in Guyana, South America. So this is where the 4-lane road begins on the east coast of Demerara at Lusignan. And we'll take an aerial view to see the beginning of the new 4-lane road that was built under the PPP government. So here we can see it, an aerial view, 2 lanes going towards Georgetown and 2 lanes going towards Barbies to ease the congestion of the traffic. And a similar road like this is being built presently at the back road, the railway embankment. So there will be a total of 8 lanes to and fro Georgetown and Barbies. Up ahead there, you can see on the right as the Lusignan market, right at the junction where the stoplight is. We have the market there.